Welcome back to another KOTOR for Android walkthrough. This is for the conversion for the KOTOR Knights of the Old Republic game to the Android, and this is a continuation of my series where I just do a playthrough of it, a little bit of a walkthrough guide. Not a show all, reveal all. I'm not going to show all the dialogue choices, just as in the other videos. I cut through them a little fast. That is partly by design, mainly because of the time involved. I'm trying to keep these videos short. So this is more about pathing, how to get from point A to point B, where to locate things, as well as the combat while I'm doing my special build for this guy, which is basically just a straight up soldier slash Jedi Guardian. So he's strength followed by strength pretty much. And that's going to be his focus. So this has been a long time in between videos. I just haven't had a lot of time to game mobilely lately. But just to bring everybody up to speed, I have rescued Bastilla. There she is. We just completed the swoop pikes. I have Carth in my party, as well as Mission and Zalbar. Since we just finished all that, I need to go through and look at my party members and make sure they're fully equipped, as well as make sure my own character is well equipped. So right now I'm looking at this. I've got these upgrades here, will and awareness. I'm going to put that on my guy's head. That'll be his. Let's see. Dexterity is really more important for range types, or strength is more important for melee, so it really doesn't do much good for me to equip something that focuses on dexterity. So I'm not going to put that on there. My body armor is already still the best body armor I have in my inventory, so I'll leave that as it is. The energy shields are pretty much the same, although I will put a Sith shield on because it's a little better than the standard ones. And then as far as the belts go, reflex 2, bludgeoning, and fortitude. I'll leave the reflex on. Hopefully I can dodge some shots coming at me a little bit more easily. Next up, we'll look at Carth here. We'll give him the awareness skill there. We'll go ahead, since he's a ranged damage dealer, give him Brejik's gloves, as well as Brejik's armband. That gives him a little protection from people that rush him, while giving him a little bit better accuracy and whatever at long range. Since he is a ranged character build, he will rely more on dexterity rather than strength. He already has the Republic mod armor, which is a pretty good armor, so I'm going to leave him with that. And then his blaster, he has his own Carth blaster, which of course is his personal one and is modifiable. And then for his secondary weapon, I've got a heavy blaster. Mainly because it's just the most powerful weapon I have at the moment. So he's a dual wielder, and we will give him Brejik's belt. So now he's got the armband, the belt, and the gloves. That gives him pretty good melee protection against people that try to rush him, since there's a significant penalty for ranged characters when fighting melee characters. Next up, we go to Bastilla. She has nothing here, and that's because I just rescued her. So we're going to give her the neural band. She's got will. If you look at, whoops, here we go. You look here. If I can find it. I think intelligence, or let's see. I can't remember which one factors into will, but basically for Jedi, it's going to be a little more important for her anyways. So we give her the one for will. I don't have any gloves for her. We will give her an energy shield. We'll give her the one that's used a little bit too. Give her the cardio regulator, helps her with her fortitude. More of a soldier skill, but we'll give that to her for now. And of course, we'll give her back her lightsaber. So now she's set. The mission is pretty well set. I did give her an ion blaster because we were fighting droids at one point, so I'm going to give her back Zalbar's bowcaster. She starts out with a vibroblade, so people might be sitting there going, what on earth? But if you look at her stats, she actually has a dexterity build, which means she's better with ranged weapons as opposed to melee. And if you look at Zalbar, similarly, he starts with bowcaster, but he actually has a strength build, which makes him better with melee than a ranged weapon. So also in the same focus, we give Zalbar Mission's Vibroblade. We just swapped the weapons basically. And he's of course got the cardio regulator. And since he's a Wookiee, he can't wear normal stuff. It's just fine because I don't have a lot for him anyway. So with that being said, we're going to head on now. Oh, I forgot to give Bastilla some armor here. She's a Jedi, and Jedi don't typically wear armor. I thought she would wear a basic combat suit. I forgot she can't. Never mind then, just robes. I'll have to wait and get her something better later. Anyway, so going back to this, we're going to go ahead and look for... Oops, come on out there. There we go. We're going to go ahead and clear up some quests here. So we've got Bastilla. Now we just have to figure out how to escape Taris. We're going to have the next set of story progression. So before we get too far and get locked out of all the other side quests, we're going to go ahead and take care of the Rhakghouls serum. We're going to finish up the dual ring. We're going to fix up Rhakghoul and his journals, get that done. We're going to try to go ahead and take out Bendak, and we're going to heal the infected Outcasts. That'll get us caught up on all the side quests. So all we'll have left are the Escape Taris quests, which will include the actual buying a droid quest, which you saw in there at the bottom of the list. We're going to take Bastilla and Carth, a little bit of a good old Republic buddy reunion here, if I can say that 3 times fast. And now I'm going to get recruited here by Canderous. I'm just going to take the top option and be nice to this guy. No reason to be a jerk to him. And Canderous wants me to meet him in the cantina, which fits because I have to go by there anyways to do the next round of combat with, let's see, I think it's the old guy, whatever his name is, Marl, I think. And then Twitch, or Twitchy, whatever his name is, the little psychedelic Rhodian. So we'll just run straight across, take care of that piece of it. I'll pick up the next quest from Canderous, unless Bastilla wants to say something. And she's kind of a jerk. She doesn't want to admit she was rescued. And of course, she also loses her lightsaber, as we're going to see right here. Damsel in distress, blah, blah, blah. She thinks I can control the Force. If you want to pause and read that, you can. I'm just going to skip through a little quickly. Oh, I thought she'd talk about losing her lightsaber there, but she doesn't. I guess that's the next dialogue. All right, here we go for the cantina. So we'll meet Canderous in here. We'll pick up the next quest from him. I'll go ahead and do the next 2 combat arena challenges, wrap that up. All I have to do then is set up Bendak and take care of him. I can't remember. It's been so long since I fought him. I can't remember if I'm suitable now or if I need to level a little bit first. We'll find out. All right, this is our Canderous setup here. Gonna run through this a little quickly. Like I said, pause the video, read it if you want. Basically, I'll just give it a second on each one. And he's basically telling me to go buy T3M4 from the droid shop and use it to get into the Sith base on planet. And if I steal the launch codes for him so that we can escape without being shot down by the defensive turrets and other air defenses, then he will give me a ride off planet. All right, here we go. We're going to talk to Azure, however you say his name. Azure. I don't know. We're going to go ahead and duel. Let's do it. Here we go. Marl is a dual vibroblade wielder, if I recall correctly, or dual sword at least. So I've got a bunch of them. We'll give myself a strength. And we'll just go kick his butt. Oh, it didn't give me the strength. Try again. That is the strength, right? You want the strength. There we go. Just gonna spam crits. And again, high strength with a strength build gives you better hit chance in addition to the damage, obviously. So adding in the adrenal strength just boosts me that much more. Of course, all the hype. I won. Wahoo. Now I gotta wait on Twitch and go fight him. And we'll go ahead and knock him out next. He's a blaster wielder, so he's gonna be more at risk from the blaster. He's gonna be more at risk from melee since he relies on blasters, and blasters are weak to melee. Go ahead and heal up real quick. Alright, go do the next fight. Come on. Here we go. Ready for the duel. Let's get this done. Come on, buddy. Alright, here we go. Come on, let me skip this one. It's just going nice and slow. Unless it froze. Come on now. There we go. Alright, it just jumped. It kind of locked up, the game did, but it's working. So we're good. We are going to hit him with a concussion grenade, since I have a whole bunch of them, and then move in close for the kill. Nice hit. Another nice hit. Keep on stacking hits. One more should finish him. And he's done. He did try to change to vibroblade. I couldn't remember if he did or didn't. He only got off with one shot, maybe two. Basically, he had one attack round. That's pretty much it. Then I finished him. Alright, so Twitch is done. So we're going to come up here. We're going to talk to Azure. There's his name. Of course, he's like, too bad you can't fight Bendak. I'm like, yep, that's what you think. We're going to save at this point with a quick save, and we're going to try to set up the Bendak match. Oh, never mind. I guess I got to talk to Bendak. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Here we go. There's Bendak. Alright, got my match with Bendak. Bendak's tough. He's got really strong Mandalorian armor. He's good at ranged and melee combat. He's got good gear and weapons. He's not an easy opponent. I'll quick save again. If he kills me, then I'll have to go level a little bit and then come back. No, never mind. I have to leave and come back later. So that's you know, a moot point. So I'll come back, finish up Bendak here in a little bit after I knock out a couple of the other side quests here. Pays to read the text and not just tap through too quickly without reading. All right, so we're going to run down to the Taris Undercity area, and we're going to go ahead and knock out those couple of quests down there. The one for Rhakghouls and the one for the infected Rhakghoul people. There's not really any rewards for it, but it does give a healthy amount of light side points, and since I'm working on a light side build, that'll help me get there faster. Again, in this game, the big reason to go light side or dark side is, of course, personal preference. You know, but you can use all the force powers. Oh, here we go. My force powers are exhausted. What? I've seen you in action. Da 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 da. Blah 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 blah. You lost your lightsaber? How do we get a Jedi who's absent-minded? Oh my gosh, she lost her lightsaber. It's like a woman. I misplaced my cell phone. I don't know where it is. Anyway, so we're going to run in here. We're going to give the serum sample to what's-his-face here, Thorn, since I got it off of the Imperials. And he's going to use it to make a bunch of serums. Now, if you want to be dark side, you can persuade or force him to give you more. I'm, again, working on light side points. So I am going to take the credits and the med packs. I'm not going to be pure light side and reject all of it. But I will not push him for more than that, which I guess actually is technically neutral. Basically, I don't want to earn any dark side points right now. We'll also buy a Rhakghoul serum. So basically, the credits I got from him, I'm turning around and spending on Rhakghoul serum. I did get light side points, never mind. And this guy, his name is Gurney. Ironically, he works at a medical center, and his name is Gurney, just like a medical gurney. I think that's funny. All right, so there we go. So that part's done. I've got the Rhakghoul serum. Now I need to go down to the Undercity and administer the Rhakghoul serum to the infected, whatever they are, hobos. They're not really colonists. But yeah, so we're going to go down there and do that part. It's important to do that before... Oh, never mind. Here we go again. La-dee-da-dee-da. We're going to have another argument. Carth and her are both kind of jerks. They're both like oil and water. Although it's kind of funny to watch them attack each other instead of you. Carth, you should have helped us more. Her, you should have waited on us. Carth, we all be speaking Mandalorian. Her, it's better than being dead. Typical female emotive logic versus male pride and desire to protect. Both are right and wrong at the same time. Jedi have always been too up. Nope, here we go. Another conversation. Oh my goodness, here. Making it for lost time. La-dee-da-dee-da. I'm upset. I was betrayed by my mentor. He bombed everything. I could have stopped him. I should have seen the signs. I'm carrying all this emotional baggage. I'm damaged goods. I just don't know if I can be a soldier anymore. Blah-bitty, blah-bitty, blah. Alright. Hopefully that's enough conversation. So, snark aside, going back to what I was saying originally, it's important to help the infected settlers, colonists, hobos, bums, whatever you want to call them, before you give Rhakghoul the journals. If you don't, and I made this mistake before, this is how I know. Oops, wrong way. If you don't, then what will happen is Rhakghoul will take the journals, he'll show them to the leader of the Outcasts. That's what they are, Outcasts. He'll show them to the leader of the Outcasts, and then they'll go ahead and leave, and you won't be able to help them. Also, while there's nothing in here for quests, we will pop in here real quick just for a little bit of the lore. That way you guys can see it. Like I said, I'll skip through it a little quickly, but you can pause it and read it at your own leisure if you want. We'll come up here and talk to the Twi'lek, Zyrdra, however you say her name. And basically she's going to say, thank you very much. You know, Gadden's really excited we won, but he's super duper sad because you killed Brejik. He loved Brejik like his son. You know, even though you betrayed him, he's super duper sad. He's in his room crying. And that's just basically the little bit of extra lore there. And you can pause and read the detailed text in more, well, detail if you want at your own leisure. So going back to this, we're going to march on down to the Undercity, rescue those outcasts that are infected and sitting in a cage waiting to die, and then give the journals to Rhakghouls so that they can go off to their so-called promised land, which is apparently somewhere down there in the sewer still. Long run, la 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 la, here we go. Also, it's important not to grab T3 and 4 and go through all that and then give Canderous the codes until you are ready to end Taris, because once you do, that starts the end Taris arc. You go to Davic's base, etc. So any side quests that are unfinished, any items you've purchased or want to purchase rather, anything like that at all will simply be lost. There we go. They're over here. So in this game, there are certain forced events. It's just really important to make sure you're set up before you go through it all. I got a serum. I don't care. We're not going to let you in. Okay. You can go in, I guess, but, you know, it's on you if you die. Boo-hoo. Of course, these three are going to turn. Oh, my gosh, we're turning a Rhakghoul, which I still can't tell what they are. They look like monkey slimes. I don't know. They're just bizarre looking. Not really sure what they're supposed to be. I'll go for the farthest one. That way my allies can come in the gate behind me and attack. Speaking of attack, let's make sure they're actually doing something. See, I've got stun. Let's use stun. I like that. Nope, nope, nope. I want stun, not push. There we go. And we'll just stick with flurry, I reckon. There we go. Take the middle one. Yep, we'll just stick with power blast. What are you doing? Shoot, he's gonna go up and talk to my character. No, disengage. Come on now. There we go. Alright, here we go. Alright, not bad. With the corpses, we'll go heal these two settlers here. Thank you so much. You've helped us. Not going to worry about going through all the options here. Basically, it's going to loop back to the same thing. We've been infected. They're quarantining us so we won't infect the village. Here's the cure. You're both healed. And if you haven't rescued Bastilla, they'll give you some tips on the Republic escape pod. But since I've got here, I'm kind of doing this a little out of order. I was doing it more for speed rather than necessarily the chronological order you're supposed to do it. We'll talk to the healer here. You've amazed me. I should have helped them more. Alright, and I'm healed now because I get free healing as a thank you for rescuing them. Alright, so that done, we're going to now give the journals to Rhakghoul, however you say his name. Your little apprentice is dead. Here's the journal. Again, you can read the information in greater detail. He wants me to guide them. I don't know. Then you got to listen to the whole history. He's going to talk for a long time about all the things that happened. La-di-da. Big old sob story. He wants you to help him. Basically, somehow there's a magical fairy tale promised land of perfection somewhere in the sewers in Taris, which makes you question their sanity. But if you give him the journals, he's happy. And then he's going to go and he's going to talk to the leader. And then the leader's going to say, oh my gosh, the journals look great. Let's go. And everybody's going to just troop on out there like they're off to Never Never Land with nothing but the clothes on their back, which makes no sense. But, you know, you clear out the homeless encampment, so there's that. Of course, if you wanted to buy anything or do anything with the little trader in the camp, the guy that wants you to sell him the journals in exchange to keep everybody there and discredit Rhakghoul, you can do that, but you have to do it before talking to Rhakghoul and giving him the journals, or else, again, he leaves with everybody else and you just lose that opportunity. And that includes anything from buying or selling to him to even just giving him the journals and seeing what happens there. Although, that, of course, that will give you dark side points, which if you're building a dark side character, that might be what you want. If you're doing light side like me, then give the journals to Rhakghoul. As far as why it's important to get light side, dark side, I mean, one, of course, is your personal creed. I prefer to think of myself as a good person. I don't want to be a villain, so I don't want to go and earn too many dark side points. I want to do good things, so to speak, in the game because of that. I'm not out here to be a Disney villain or some sort of evil Lord of the Rings villain or whatever. But then secondly, also, some of the powers, it depends on your power selections, how you want to build your Jedi character. Because even a light side character can still use dark side powers, but you suffer a force usage penalty. So the more your alignment is, or the farther your alignment is away from the power you're trying to use. Oops, I went into the apartments instead of the elevator. The farther your alignment is from the power you're trying to use, the more force power points it will require to activate that force ability. So for example, a light side character trying to use a dark side power, like say Force Lightning or something like that, is going to spend about twice the amount of force power points on it that he would on, say, Heal or something similar. And conversely, a dark side character build will spend a lot more powers on... Oh, that's the Sith base. I got to go to the computer droid factory first. Anyways, but a dark side character will spend a lot more force power on a light side force than, say, a dark side one. So if he tried to use Heal, he'd spend twice the number of force points as opposed to, say, using Force Drain, or where you're draining the life from something. All right, we're going to pick up the droid and then call it good here. That'll end this little video. Keep it nice and short and sweet. And then the next one we'll pick up with the actual invasion of the Sith base. So she wants 2,000 credits. I'm going to try to persuade her. She's just take it or leave it. And to be honest, I will do a little bit of dark side here. I don't like to, but I mean, I'm not giving up 2,000 credits in this game. The credits are way too hard to come by. I'm not giving them up. All right, so now that we're looking here, let's see. I definitely have to take T3, right? So we're going to take him out, add T3. T3 is great for security. I don't think he's too good at hacking, though. Let me flip that around. I'm sorry. He's great at hacking. He's not so good at security. So we're going to take Mission with us because she can hack anything. Or I'm sorry, she can lockpick doors, and T3 and 4 can hack consoles, which gives me basically full base access for minimal effort. And I rely on my character for the brute force part of it. We'll see how that goes in the next mission. All right. Yep, see our dark side points. And let's go ahead and level up T3 and 4. Now he's going to have a dexterity build because he uses blasters. He has no melee, so we're just going to keep him on that. And as for skills, we want to boost his computer use. Let's see. Demolitions is cross-class. Awareness is cross-class. Repair is a class skill. We'll take repair. Security is a class skill. So, okay, he can actually boost the security too. So we'll take all three of those. And since he can do both, I'll look at Mission again here. Level up again here. I'll probably wind up dropping her actually and going back to somebody else. We'll take Demolition since it's cross-class. Again, you know, you're like, well, you have 2 points. Why? Well, my computer use, repair, and security are max. So I got to take a cross-class skill. I might as well take Demolitions because that way I can use him. Or you know what? We'll boost awareness. It's already higher. We'll just keep boosting it. My guy already has the Demolition skill, so we'll keep up with that. All right, so we can do 2-weapon fighting, we can do toughness, or we can upgrade, improve caution, or improve gearhead, which is useful for repair, security, and computer use. We can do weapon focused blaster pistol. We'll go ahead and do improve gearhead just to get the bonus since we're going to be requiring that here shortly for hacking the Sith base. And once again, we're going to level these. I have an extra point. We'll save it for the next level up. Yep. And then going back to feats, I got the Tactician Logic upgrade. We're going to go this time with the dual wielding because he can mount 2 pistols. And that's going to be very helpful when we go into the Sith base. And he's now leveled up. Now, unfortunately, I messed up by adding her. I forgot he can do security and hacking. Let's take a look at her real quick. Yeah, her computer use is only a 4. Her security is a 9. Come on. There we go. His computer use is a 16, while his security is an 11. So there's really no reason to take missions. What I'll do is I'll swap them out. Yeah, I don't have anything. Ooh, I do have some things here. Let's give him a heavy blaster. Give him a pair of heavy blasters. Let's do that. Once I get into the base, I'll fight more droids. I'll probably give him an ion blaster once we actually get in there. And then I'll start basically outfitting him with stuff I take off droid corpses. Alright, so that being said, let's see here. Look at the map. I'm going to return to the... cancel. I can do party selection right there. Never mind. Let's remove her. You know, let's take the Jedi. Why not, right? Alright, let's go ahead and level her. Alright, so she's melee, so strength is good for her. See, Viper Blades and lightsabers. Whereas this is blasters and grenades. So we're going to go back. We're going to give her a... Well, before I say that, let's look at Constitution. Bonus to vitality points. Intelligence, modifiers, number of points for skills, wisdom. Let's give her wisdom, mainly because she's the only Jedi I have, and her abilities are going to be very helpful. So I want to make sure she stays set up. And the only class skills she has are awareness and treat injury. So let's boost treat injury first. We'll get it caught up, and then once it's maxed out, we'll start raising awareness. Alright, and then looking here, we've got Force Aura. So it's +2 to defense and all saving throws. We can do Affect Mind. We can do... What's this one? Stun. I already have Stun. I already got Pushed. I already got Throw. So those are the ones that I'll have already. So let's look here. I didn't realize I already have Aura. Let's see. We can do Burst of Speed. That's a useful one. Force Valor is another good one. Energy Resistance is great if you're going to fight a lot of like droids and stuff, which we will here in a minute, but I don't think I need it just yet. Stun Droid could be helpful. And then we get into some dark side powers. Wound, Slow, Shock. All these are dark side down here. And then Force Suppression, which is universal, but can't grab it right now because I don't have the prereqs. So we're going to come back up here. We're going to stick with Speed. That's just a really good all-rounder for a Jedi to have. We'll level up again, go to skills. Again, we're going to boost treat injury, get it maxed as quickly as possible. And then for powers, we can double down on some now. So let's take a look here. Shield, +4 to defense and all saving throws. And then speed. Movement speed is doubled. Defense increased by 4 and 1 attack per round is gained. Can't grab it yet. Can't grab that yet because I don't have the character level yet. I wasn't paying attention to that. So we'll come back down here. Let's see. Physical attribute saving throws of the Jedi and all party members by 2. So this is a good party buff. We'll take that for a party buff. She can help us out fighting the Sith. Going back to skills here again. Boost treat injury. We caught it up. We'll start raising awareness now. Feats. Okay, we now have force immunity to stun. We also have night sense, which is helpful. And we're going to go and we're going to grab 2 weapon fighting here because that's going to reduce the penalty for her using a dual-bladed saber, basically staff saber. And going back to powers, we'll go ahead and grab Force Shield to improve her defense since she has no armor. We'll accept that. All right, that's going to be our build for now for her and for the droid. And, of course, you saw my build for my character earlier. So we're going to roll with that for now. And with that, we'll also stop the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to tune in next time. For now, this is KOTOR out.